Well, day 8, and we have, I saw this one before on the booklet, we have another Irish whiskey, which is, I think it's Irish, isn't it? Yes. Ryder's Tier Pot Still. Again, another whiskey that I haven't had. I do know that this isn't a high-end whiskey or anything like that. I think when I saw it at the shops a little while ago, it was around that $70 to $80 mark. So be very interesting to see what it does to that. What I find with a lot of the cheaper Irish whiskies is that for me, I'm not getting much flavour profile from them at all. So a blended of malt and pure pot still whiskies, 40%, no age statement on this one as well. Okay. Bit of caramel coming through. Deep sweet aromas of orchid fruit, toffee, apple, barley, sugar, candied ginger, and oak. Okay, maybe it's toffee, maybe it's not caramel coming through. Ryder's Tears have produced a beautiful expression of triple distilled blended whiskey for a couple of decades. Single pot still whiskey harks back to the style of the 1800s, when only copper pot stills and barley was used to make whiskey in Ireland. Aged in ex-bourbon barrels, PX sherry casks, and Marsala hogsheads, each providing creamy, fruity, and spicy richness to this glorious whiskey. Now, I would assume if they're in PX sherry casks, it's one of my favourite casks, I'm hoping there's a bit of extra flavour in there for us. It's there and gone. To me, it's a nothing whiskey. Okay, bit of dried fruits in there. Let's see. Full-bodied and creamy flavours of butterscotch and barley malt, moving to luscious dark fruit notes of raisins and sweet oak. Okay, so a little bit of creaminess. It kind of, okay, the bit more you drink, the more it kind of sits there. Makes sense. But for me, it's just the flavour's just dropping off. As soon as you're there, it's kind of gone. Finish is long. It's not. With rich, oily pot still characters, rinsing and falling until oaky sweetness takes over. I don't know. That wouldn't be one I'd be putting in my collection at all. So that one is getting the Black Elf. It is not something that I see value for at all, being even in that $70 to $80 range. But again, maybe if you like Irish whiskies, let me know. Have you had this and where do you think it sits in the kind of scale of things? To me, it's just a nothing whiskey, which is not what I want when I'm paying any money for it.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed.